fuck is going on, everyone? I'm Val.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is
20 What Podcast. Boom, 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 boom.
Bow.
So we're here today in the studio. This is episode, honestly, I don't know which episode this is, so that doesn't really matter. But we're here with the guest today. Her name is Maria, and she owns two businesses now. Two businesses. It's Uvita. It's Boston's first plastic-free shop. There's plants. There's makeup. There's bath bombs. There's clothes. There's earrings. Oh my God, I could go on forever, but let's hear Maria talk. Hi, Maria. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Nice to have you. So before we get into today's episode, just tell us a little bit about your business and you and just, your socials, anything you want to plug, just let us know.
Yeah, so our first storefront is in the North End. We opened last year in December of 2020. We are, a plastic-free store and a plant shop. And we just opened our second storefront in East Boston this past weekend or 2 weekends ago. And it's been quite the journey so far, but I really wanted to get it done.
Yeah, I know you've been thinking about opening another location in EC for so long. So I'm so excited and proud of you that you finally did it. How old are you?
23.
Hell yeah!
Oh my
You're
gosh.
younger than us, and you are on your second business.
This is impressive. We are in the presence of greatness. But so this week's episode is going to be about gift giving. So as we mentioned before, this season is kind of based around the holiday season. Not just like, Christmas and Thanksgiving, but just like the things it brings. So like awkward situations at the family table, how to give gifts to certain people in your lives. So this episode, we're going to check that box off, but we're going to tell you how to sustainably give gifts.
Because we're in like the age of in the age of Amazon, and everybody just wants the most convenient option. So like finding a balance between convenience and sustainability is probably something that you guys should all be interested in. But I'm like very curious, as you being like a 23-year-old business owner, like I just have a few questions first.
Yes.
Like, what is the biggest struggle that you ran into with starting a business? What's like something that you didn't expect to be hard that is or was?
So I would say my biggest struggle is funding and capital. Like I decided to go the bootstrap route because I feel like it's just safer for me. So I don't have like any debt. I don't have any loans for anything like college loans, credit loans. I don't have any loans. So I decided to bootstrap the business, and I've been able to do that by like, marketing plastic-free products and trying to find people who are genuinely interested in this. And like when I tell people, like as a small business, when you shop small, you're funding the business to grow and to continue to be accessible or even just be in a storefront, which is what we decide. We're not just like online, but in a storefront, there's expenses that come with it. Oh, yeah. But I really thought that it makes it more accessible and it's more convenient for people, to be able to walk to a store that they live next to or something, or of course order online or pick up in store. So I really wanted to prioritize that. But then after I really started the business, I was like, oh shit, like it's really hard to do this without investors and, without selling a portion of the company. And it's not the easiest. But of course, like the way that we've been able to grow is through, I apply to grants all the time and we get grants a lot. So that helps a lot. And then the other half is literally just pure sales and organic growth. Yeah,
I just know personally, I know you were mentioning like the whole storefront thing. Like it helps you connect. That's how we met was,
exactly, in person.
Yeah, you followed me on TikTok and we were interacting with each other. And then I went in and I was like, oh my God, hi. And it's just like that inhuman connection, which is like something that a lot of people lack because of the last year and a half. Like it's so important, and especially as a business owner, being able to make those connections with people, like it kind of creates a sense of loyalty, like just a subtle sense of loyalty where people are like, oh, you know what, like every time I'm in the North End, I do not stop at Uvita. I'm just like, I have to go to Uvita, and I'm just like always there. And I'm sure like there's so many people like that too, but
yeah, so like we actually were kind of like a pandemic baby in the sense that I was just working on the business at my house every single day, and I was super isolated. So it was really hard for me to like spark that interest and then be like, why am I putting all this effort in like raising awareness against plastic, and like I don't get to see people or like build connections and like connect with them on a personal level. So then I was like, a storefront would be nice obviously for convenience, but the second half for me personally, I was like, I get to see people who are just like me and want like cute products, but they have to be nice and sustainable, plastic free, or ethically made. So like that way it was like I just cut it in half, and I'm like, now everyone that comes in has some kind of interest in sustainability, and those are my people, and this is what motivates me to work so hard.
Definitely connecting with like-minded people makes such a huge difference in what you're doing. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's my motivator.
How do you feel like modern gift giving is wasteful? Like, how do the holidays add to this like epidemic of plastic and wastefulness and all that?
So just one thing that bothers me is like getting gifts that we don't really want, you know, because I'm just like, it like builds up in my room, and I'm like, what do I do with this like 20 packs of eyeshadow that are like from CVS, and it's like, I will never finish this in a lifespan because you can't possibly use that much eyeshadow in your life. And why do I have 20 of these? And it's just gonna stay there, and I don't want to throw it away because then I'm like being rude, but I'm also like, I'm never gonna finish all this stuff. And so, and it's a lot of pressure to be like, oh my gosh, like what do I get someone, like let me just get them whatever, and then they don't really like it, but they act like they do. And it's like,
we've all been there
in their room for years, and then like after 5 years I'm like, what is this doing here still? Like, I need to let this go. And because I specifically studied environmental science in college, I just learned specifically like the life cycles of products, and like how that, you know, plastic pallet or whatever it is just goes into landfill or in the ocean and causes all these other things that like are just unnecessary, and we all don't really mean to do all that from buying like, you know, a little plastic little product. So it's a lot, and I just wish that like gift giving could be more intentional. So I'm also like trying to do that in my life with my family. I'm like, hey guys, like I need new tires on my car. Like, this is not a cute gift. It's not like Instagrammable, but like if you really want to know what I really need to make my life better, the snow is coming. My tires are always popping. They have holes in them. Like, come on. Like,
if anyone's listening and wants to gift her some tires too.
So I told my mom, I was like, I don't care if you put each tire in a box and I have to open them. Like, you will make me the happiest person because, one, I'm saving hundreds of dollars. And that's actually what I need for Christmas. Like,
and
it's
so funny that you say that, because it's like also just like adulthood in general. Like last Christmas, I got a steam cleaner. And I used it all the time, and I'm just like, when did I get to the age where I become excited about a steam cleaner? And like tires, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, but it just the older you get, I feel like the more you realize too, like, you know, stop gifting me these things like that I'm not, especially when you have your own place, because then everything gets so cluttered, and it's just like this is like when my mom asked me what I want for Christmas, I'm straight up with her. I'm like, this is what I need. Do with that information as you please.
I sent my entire family a group chat, and I was like, there's nothing I need this year, like tires or anything, but in the past my dad has definitely done like gotten car work for me for Christmas. Nice. My best gift I've ever received was my air fryer. That's a good one. I love my air fryer. I use it every single day. But like someone else also gifted me like a mixer, and I don't cook that much, so I'm like, why like I don't need this, or a food processor. Like, you're just giving me a nice thing to give it to me. But I texted my family, and I was like, I've really been wanting this one perfume, but I just like didn't want to buy it for myself. So I texted my entire group chat. I was like, I don't care if you all get me the same one, but like this perfume is the only thing I really can think of that I want for Christmas.
Something you really want.
Yes, exactly.
I also, so kind of going off that, so that's like the wasteful part of it, is getting gifts that you don't want and stuff. What I think of as being wasteful, so like every morning when I used to live with my family, it was a tradition that like we'd get downstairs at like 5 a.m, even when I was in my 20s. I don't care. I'm a Christmas bitch through and through.
Me too.
Yes.
But so we'd get downstairs and we'd open all of our gifts, and you know, my dad, the, you know, classic dad role, holding the trash bag for all of the paper to go into. I'm just thinking, every year, all of the boxes and the wrapping paper and the tape, that's what I think of too when like I think of wasteful gift giving. So
that's definitely part of it.
Do you have any products in Uvita that could...
So last winter when we opened, we got this product requested a lot, and of course it was like my first time opening. I didn't know, I thought I had a lot of products, but I love the feedback from customers, and they're like, there's this new product that just hit the market, this new zero waste product, and I'm always looking for that. And so this season I made sure to stock up on this product, and it's literally just like a very fancy piece of cloth that it's like like a triangle or a square or a rectangle, and it's literally just to wrap gifts in. And you just tie it at the top and tie it on the side, and you can get like neon green, you can get pink, red, orange. So it's a very different pattern that we don't usually do. We just like rip the paper and throw it away, and the paper, like wrapping paper, is always beautiful and like glittery and glossy, which I also love. But like that's the challenge of sustainability and like modern day society, where it's like we have all these cultural norms that are so wasteful. So this product is just like completely takes that out, and I'm still trying to figure out how to like market it to people to say like, okay, I go to Uvida and I'm gonna buy this like red cloth that's really beautiful, and then I pack like my mom's gift in it, put a bow on top and make it really cute. When she opens that, is the cloth now hers? Is that part of the
that
gift?
Was my question.
Or do I ask for that back and be like, thank you, I will be reusing this to wrap someone else's gift, and then always take it back?
Well, see, the thing is, I guess like, it depends on the person you are. Like, for an example, if you were to do something like that and be like, hey, give me that back, they're like, okay, that makes sense. She owns a plastic-free shop. She's all about sustainability. That makes sense why she'd want to take that back. But I guess maybe some people might think it's weird, but if you were to explain to them, if someone was to have a problem with that, then you should take the gift back too. They don't deserve that gift. But I probably will be purchasing some of these, and I will be taking them back. I'll just be like, hey, just letting you know, trying to cut back this year. I'll take that back. So I don't think that's weird. And if someone did think it was weird, then that's their problem.
I think I like both sides of the coin though, because if you're gifting it to someone and like say you don't want to take it back, that person's then gonna hopefully use that, and it's just a chain. So like
that's true.
In a way, like you're starting a chain of like helping other people not sustainable. So be more sustainable. So I guess I personally would give it to them. Maybe buy a few of them when I buy them. Exactly but then you're starting a chain because like you're making people think about it more.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's also part of the gift, and they're like, oh wow, like thank you, like I've never seen this product before. So for my personal end, I would, give the gift and let them have the cloth because I have a bunch of inventory. So like it's not a big deal. And also like the way that I introduce these products to people is by like sometimes giving it to them and being like, experience this for yourself, decide whether you like it or not, but just know that like there's different things on the market rather than just that. That's at CVS or whatever's convenient. So that's a new product, and all the products are always have like some kind of thing behind them where it's like, will people like it or will they just go with what they're comfortable with? And it's a fun conversation. It's a fun challenge to have, and I'm just so happy I stocked up on a bunch. I haven't started marketing it yet because I'm just like so behind on my to-do list. My friends were there yesterday and they're like, oh, what is this? And like I explained it to them and they were like practicing wrapping it, and like you can add other things to it that make it like really cute and customizable.
I'm definitely gonna get my hands on some of those. It's funny because something that I started doing last year is like when people were giving me gifts, they gave me a bunch of bags and I just folded them up and I saved them all. So this year I can reuse those bags to gift to people. But then like I don't know what they'll do with them, but at least there's one chain of reuse.
I always reuse bags.
Yeah, I do too. I have birthday bags. I have like plain bags. I'm like, if someone gives me a gift, I'm like, you're coming home with me.
You're saving money that way. I'm like, gift bags are stupid expensive.
I know, for no reason.
Yeah, really.
Just
stupid expensive.
They have, fancy on them.
This is not on the list, but I just have a question.
Yes.
It's a good interview when I have like organic questions that I just want to ask you. So, for someone, say you're talking to someone who wants to like be introduced to sustainability, what are like maybe 3 products you think that they can introduce to their daily life to like make their life easier and like kind of ease them in the way of being less wasteful?
Yeah. So usually I would actually like analyze the person and see what they like in order to like hit like their soft spots more. So be like, oh, like if you love cooking at home, then like I'm definitely gonna introduce you to like 3 kitchen products that like will save you money, like reusable Ziploc bags, like they're not the Ziploc brand, but they're just reusable silicone bags and basically replaces your Ziploc bags. So it's like you never run out, and it's a slow transition, so maybe you'll finish the plastic ones and then like solely depend on the silicone ones, and just like you just throw them in the dishwasher. So if you don't want to hand wash them, you don't have to. Like a water bottle brush if they use water bottles. Like I remember my friends, like in the beginning they bought water bottles and then they started doing like smoothies in them, and they're like, ew, like the bottom of my water bottle has like some gunk on it. Like, this is why I don't like water bottles. And I'm like, no, when you have a water bottle, you're supposed to have like a water bottle brush that like literally cleans the bottom. And that's it. And he's like, wow, you have like all the products. Like, you really think outside the box. And I'm like, thank you, but no. Like, we just have so many products that like are so convenient.
Yeah.
You should have that even for like wine cups. Makes it so much easier than like me
to
trying
take a
my hand in there, like just little convenient things. But I really do like to analyze a person. So like I used to be really into makeup, and my friends, some of them are really into makeup. So I'm like, okay, like come and try this makeup brand with me, and like help me figure out if I should bring this on the shelves. And like, you know, the packaging is still cute. It's bamboo, and like you can change the shadows, the eyeshadow colors, and just order the colors individually and get a custom palette. And so like, you know, like I don't like to like pressure people too much. I like to just ease them in and like see what they get excited about, so then I can just like continue that, and then eventually they'll just be like, these products are not like that crazy or inconvenient or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like there's 2 specific products that I have from you that I've just made little changes of, and I love them. So the first product I ever bought from you was the little like fork, knife, and like straw set.
Oh yeah.
So every year when me and my friend go camping, we just buy plastic. I hate that I'm saying this out loud. We just buy like plastic forks and knives. But this year I said, hold up, let's not do that. There's this new Shop Uvita. I had my eye on something. Let me go pick it up. So I picked it up and we used it this year, and like we just washed it, and it was like it folded up. It was so easy to use, and it was just wonderful. And it's like my favorite thing I have, and I love it. Yeah. And I also have a highlighter that I got from you. I actually forgot to put it on today, but I use it every single day, and it just like highlight on point, and I'm obsessed with it.
I love the highlighter stick because like when I'm at concerts and like I feel like I'm sweating my like highlighter off, I'm like, okay, like a palette is too big and I don't want to carry that, and I need to find like a really cute travel size one, but like it's not that easy. So when I saw the stick, and I was like, that for me, not only is it plastic free, so I love it, but like it's more convenient than carrying a palette, a big one.
Yeah, and there
like,
you are,
a brush,
getting the convenience and the sustainability in a one-stop shop. So I love that.
Yeah, that's our whole goal.
Yeah. And I really like what you said about like easing someone into it, because I think that some people like see not sustainability as a fad, but like, or a trend, but like the idea of throwing out all the things that you have and like buying sustainable products is literally just so against the point. Like you really do just have to ease your way into it, and like once you run out of this, you decide to make that conscious decision to get the more sustainable option after. Because I have so much makeup. I went through a huge makeup phase, and like the idea of me just like throwing out all my makeup and getting to like sustainable products to switch to instead, like that would be more wasteful at the end of the day.
I feel like that's the thing about sustainability is like when you start to become sustainable, you can't look at anything you have done in the past and take that into account for anything. Like you have to start and just look forward. So like throwing away all your makeup, that's not sustainable. It's gonna end up in a landfill. Continue, you spent the money on it, you already did it, so continue to use it until it's gone. And then just make better choices from there on out, and then you can't look back. That's how I kind of see that.
Yeah. I still have, like, plastic products in my house that, like, you know, I never, like, ever want to be seen as, like, perfectly plastic-free, because it's literally not possible in the system.
Exactly.
And this one is, like, so embarrassing, but, like, I have, like, so many, like, panty liners, because they're, like, there's, like, 100 in a little pack, a little plastic bag, and I'm, like, 100 of those is going to take me, like, years to finish this, and I'm like trying to try new brands, so I'm like, I want to try this brand, you know, and I want to try my new friend's new brand that is like starting like plastic free panty liners, and I'm like, damn, I have still so many. I have like 2 years worth, and it's like I could throw it away and make my bathroom look super cute and minimalistic how I want it to be, and have only the 3 new products that I'm testing out if I want to bring it to the store. But no, the reality is I still have like years worth of products, and now I have my girls group chat, and I told them, I'm like, guys, I have like so much makeup. I have this clothes I don't want. I have these panty liners. I have these bamboo toothbrushes that I was like experimenting with, and like I just don't want any of this stuff. And we all like meet up and we all just trade stuff. So like my friend might have like a lipstick color that she doesn't like, but she doesn't want to throw it away, and I'm like, I love that color, like, can I keep that? And we'll do like trades.
That's fun.
And
I love that.
you know, and like we're decluttering, but also like don't take whatever you don't want, because I'm like, I have like 5 different shampoo bars in my shower.
So much shampoo.
And I was just like, I don't want any of these because I like them, but I want to try new brands.
Yeah.
And I feel guilty not finishing it, and it's just taking up space in the shower. And so like literally yesterday I met up with my friends, and they all got like little shampoo bars and like little soaps that I've been trying to finish, and we've just all made exchanges.
So kind of for you, the way I see it, so like you have like all of these products in your house and you feel bad about having so many of them, but the way I see it is you're trying them so then you can sell them to people so then they can make better choices. So you're you're doing everyone a favor by trying all these products. Like, say if I had all these products, it just like for what? Like, I'm not trying to sell them to people. So like you're doing your quality control.
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
I honestly feel so inspired right now. I want to go home and like clean out my closet and donate all my clothes. This morning I was getting dressed and I was like, I have too many clothes. Granted, like, I'm mostly a thrift shopper. Like, I love thrift shopping. That's, like, my biggest... I've always been that way. So, like, that's my sustainable thumbs up.
Yes.
So I've been thrifting since high school.
I just got into thrifting. Do you like to thrift?
Yeah, I love thrifting.
I just got into it, and it's so much fun. I'm like, it's like... I have this really bad habit where I'm just like, this is all so cheap. Like, it's basically free. Like, I just put anything I want in the cart, and I'll, like, leave with, like, $40 worth of stuff, and it's, like, 40 things, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
The rush.
Well, I'd rather be doing that than getting $40 worth of, like, Shein. Like,
I do not order from Shein. I did it a couple times in college, but now I'm just like, nope.
So, like, there is a privilege I have to be sitting here and be like, I can't order from Shein, because, like, there is... That's a whole other conversation to be having.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to mention. It's like, we're a zero waste store, but like you mentioned in the intro, like, oh, you have earrings and you have clothes. And it's like, sometimes I get scared as a zero waste store to have those things because like zero waste stores usually are just like strictly products and like essential products like kitchen, bathroom, beauty, like all those things. And I added like a clothing rack. And even my boyfriend was like, don't get like carried away with the clothes, because then people are going to start seeing you as like a thrift shop. And I'm like, literally, I just want to be like a hub for sustainability, because if I don't have clothes, I'm just ignoring a whole other aspect of like environmental damage. And I'm not going to become a clothing store. Like, I'm definitely, that's not my goal. That's not what I want. But I don't see the harm in having, like, one little rack of just secondhand clothes. And it's been going so well. Like, girls that just go in to buy, like, you know, their kitchen brush, they're like, what is this jacket doing here for $5? And I'm like,
$5?
I know.
Coming in.
What is it? The Garment District has,
I love the Garment District.
Is it? Like,
clothes by the pound.
So my friend, she just did a pop-up this past weekend at Uvida. And she goes and buys, like, a bunch of clothes for, like, cents. And then she was selling them at the store for $1.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so cheap. And I was like, how are you profitable? Like, how are you selling this for $1 and like still a profitable business? She's like, girl, this clothes is so cheap. And I'm like, this dress is beautiful. Like, I want it. And I got like $80 worth of clothes, which is so bad. But I just feel like I did all my winter shopping. Like, I got my new winter jacket. I got like my New Year's dress, my Christmas dress, all for like $1. And I was just like, this is such a steal. And she's a fashionista, so she has an eye for these things. Which is another thing that I told her. I was like, I don't have time to go shopping that much. Like, I really don't have time. I'm managing 2 stores, an online website, a couple employees. Like, I don't have time to go shopping for myself, and I'm expected to go to like all these events and like look presentable, and I just repeat the same outfit, which is totally fine because I'm an outfit repeater and I will forever be. I don't care. But after like 4 years, I'm like, I should probably get
find
something
some new outfits to repeat.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I don't have time to go shopping, and like sometimes thrifting is like a time dedicator.
Oh, it is.
So and like some girls have an eye for it. Like, I just genuinely feel like some people know how to put outfits together, and like for me, I'm not, because my brain just doesn't think about that. So like, I surround myself with girls that are like fashionistas, and they're like, girl, these jeans would look cute on you, and I'm like, no, I would never buy that. And then when I try it on, it actually looks good on me, and I'm like, you just help me like step out of my comfort zone. Like, I feel like you're a personal stylist, but it's like, no, you just have an eye for it and you like thrifting, and it's like a match made in heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. It's actually funny. So one of the first times I came in to see you, Natalia was there.
Yeah.
And she's super cool, and she's like a sustainable fashion designer.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one thing that I love the most about your business is that you support other small businesses by having these pop-ups. So like you go in one day, there might be a clothing rack from Natalia, or there might be that boho in Boston.
Yeah.
Like I like how you allow like other small businesses to come and thrive with you in your business, and that's super awesome. I bought a really cute shirt from her, and I wear it all the time.
Yeah, I can't believe like the benefits that come from being inclusive and like you know, not being like stuck up and just like not letting people in.
There's
like,
no reason.
No, my business has grown so much faster because of that. Because these people become my friends, and they're like I just have gotten so many perks from being open to people, and like, you know, they're like, oh my god, I got invited to go on this news channel, and like, I need my store to look really beautiful and stocked up with plants. Like, can you come and fill it up? And I'm like, oh my god, like, you see, if we didn't build that connection, you wouldn't have thought of me. You would have just thought of someone else. And then like, my friend's like, oh my gosh, there's like this new store that's available, and I think you would like love it. And I go and check it out, and I'm like, thank you for showing me this. And Natalia is the perfect example. I used to look up to her so much.
So cool.
Yeah, she's so cool. I remember I was in college, and like I went to one of her fashion shows at like the Stuart Garden Museum.
Oh yeah.
The Isabella Gardner Museum.
Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, that one. And I was like so amazed. And I told her, she's like, so like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm in college, but like when I graduate, I want to open like a zero waste store in Boston. And then when I put like the announcement video on Instagram, she like sent it to me, and she DM'd me. She's like, I don't know if you remember me, but like I remember you telling me this at my fashion show, and like we didn't know each other. Moment. And then when she realized that I was opening in the North End, she's like, oh my god, like, can I do a pop-up in your store? And I was like, yes, like,
oh my god.
And now we're like friends. We're accountability buddies. So like she lives in Florida now, not in Boston, but like we meet up, and we're just like, okay, these were our goals for the month. Like, where do we we achieve that? And if so, like, good job. If not, what could we have done better? And like that was her idea. So I was like, you want to be my accountability buddy?
And you're like, what?
She's like, yeah, girl, you inspire me so much. I'm like, no, you inspire me. And so
imagine someone and someone that inspires you tells you that you inspire. That's probably the best feeling in the world. That's awesome.
Yeah, because she's like, you are doing like what I want to do. So like, I want to get closer to you. I'm like, I want to get closer to you because you know what you're doing with fashion.
Yeah, just like in any business, like I said, surrounding yourself with like-minded people and making those in-life connections. Like, there's no reason, like, if you're on your way to the top, like, there's no reason why you can't bring other people with you. Like, there's enough success for everybody. Yeah. And that's, like I said, that's what I love about your business is you're going to the top, but you're bringing all these businesses with you. You're bringing all these people with you. And it builds a sense of community, and that's so important, especially nowadays, like, with the whole year and a half that we just lost. Like, building these strong communities is just, it's so important to me, and it's something that I'm trying to do now, and like build like these in-life connections. So like seeing you, it's inspiring. You inspire me.
Thank you.
What is your favorite gift that you've ever given?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm trying to think like in terms of who, like if it's my mom or my boyfriend, like very different gifts.
Yeah.
For my boyfriend, I would say, like, I just love giving him things that he actually needs. Like, he loves, like, fancy button-down shirts. Like, he feels so professional, and he's like, when I'm, like, feeling bummed out or, like, you know, like, I'm not moving forward, he's like, I love putting on, like, you know, my fancy clothes so that I can just, like, be like, this is who I'm trying to be. I'm playing the role, and like sometimes over time they wear out because he's just like wearing them all the time. And so, you know, one of my favorite gifts was just like giving him what he needs. And I like went to a thrift store, and like they had all these beautiful men's like fancy brands that I didn't know were fancy, but other people let me know, and I was like, okay,
these are fancy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about many brands like that. But, and then, like, finding his size was, like, a little difficult because I'm just, like, he's tall, but, like, skinny.
Men's sizes are weird. They're, like, 35, 72, 40. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, I don't know about the shoulders. Like, they're always like, oh, what's his shoulder size? I'm like, I don't know. And, like,
I don't know, big?
To measure I'm like, to measure him, he's going to know what I'm getting him. So, like, I can't measure his
just,
shoulders.
Like, close your eyes.
He was, like, sleeping. Yeah. Like, trying to get it over
I'm like
here.
showing pictures. I'm like, this is how tall he is. Like, this is his shoulders. Like, what do you think? This one or this one? And like,
That's so funny.
And they're all unique because it's thrifting. So
Yeah.
it's like every single thing is unique and from a different brand and somewhere from like somewhere else. So yeah, I got him a few and he loves it. And then I just wait until like they get worn out and get him another one.
Oh, I love that. But Val, what's your favorite gift you've ever given?
Yeah.
I've ever given?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm the best gift giver. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a hard question.
I'm really the kind of person who was like today's my sister's birthday and I Venmo'd her $50. I was like, here, because like
money.
But like we said, like I'd rather just give her money. And my sister is a mom and she is about to move up here. Like the one thing she probably needs right now
money.
is some extra freaking money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I for a long time I used to get like offended when people wouldn't give me like thoughtful gifts. Like when people would just give me things to give me things, I'd be like, I don't want this. Like, and I would like when I was younger and I didn't know how to like be respectful and control my emotions, I wouldn't tell them to their face, but like I'd like bitch my sister after. I'd be like, why did they get me this? This is so stupid. This is so wasteful. I'm never gonna use it. Yeah. So I'm like trying to think of things that I've given. I know that I've given someone a really good gift, but I can't think of what it is now.
My birthday was pretty good.
What did I get you for your birthday?
A whole day of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like I'd rather
like
give someone activities. Yeah. I took Kayla on a duck tour. She's always wanted to go on a duck tour.
It was so, and we went to the Isabella.
We went to the Isabella Stewart Gardens.
Yes,
Yeah, I got her the
beautiful.
whole day.
That was
So pretty.
that was a lot of fun. I love giving experiences too.
Yeah,
but
me
once
too.
COVID hit, I had to get creative and start giving physical gifts because everything was canceled.
Yeah.
But no, like I love giving experiences to people because especially like. See, it's a little strategic. So if I'm getting this experience for us to do together, not only are you going to enjoy it, but I also get to enjoy it. And like, call me selfish or whatever, but it always ends up being a good time. And it's like, I get to enjoy and make this memory with my friends. So not only am I gifting you an experience, I'm gifting you some fun memories. And that's my favorite gift to give.
Experience gifts are amazing.
Yeah, they can be a little pricey sometimes though.
Yeah,
especially when you shoot for the moon like I do. I'm like, I'm going to book a 7-day trip to Aruba. Like, let's go.
Oh my gosh,
Honestly,
I need a friend like that.
Yeah, no, but Kayla, like, on the flip side, like, 100% the best gifts I've ever received are from fucking this girl right here.
I take pride in my gift
She
giving.
gave me literally the most immaculate, intricate birthday ever. Like, made my, like, I gave her a good birthday, but, like, she gave me, like a Virgo birthday.
I found this, like, small business on Instagram. You know those picnic pop-ups?
Yeah.
There was one of them, it was, like, Picnic Chicks Boston. And, like, I had them set up, like, a little picnic in the seaport area. And it was just, it was so fun and so cute.
That's so cute.
That was,
really
I was
cute.
like, because when I was thinking, I was like, what can I do for Val? And I was like, I feel like she'd like a picnic.
I did.
Yeah.
And my outfit matched the aesthetic of the picnic unintentionally, like, perfectly matched.
I picked, there's different aesthetics you could pick, and I picked the tarot one because I knew that I'm like, this would match Val the best. So it literally matched it perfectly.
It was my eye color, too.
Yeah.
So it was like, she matched my eye color. But we went on like a boat cruise. We got drunk all day. The only negative thing that happened that day was that we had a really poor experience at Strega in the North End.
Yeah.
Really poor experience.
Is that like something we can talk about?
It was
sure.
No, what happened?
Have you been there?
No. Awkward.
Dude, have you heard of it?
Yes, I've heard a lot about it.
So we went there because I wanted the like pasta that's in the cheese wheel.
And
I really wanted that.
Yeah.
And so we go there. We have a reservation for like 8:30 or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're going to see you outside. We didn't request that. And they don't do the cheese wheel outside, which is fine. But I still got that dish. But our server to begin with was weird.
The first word that came out of his mouth was like the F word or something. And like we swear all the time.
But not in a nice restaurant.
But this restaurant was expensive and it was nice and it was
my birthday.
And he comes over, he goes, "You look like that fucking girl." That's the first thing he said to us.
To me.
And we're just
and you know what girl he's talking about?
What girl?
Amanda Bynes.
What? No.
Which is fine. She's beautiful. And I actually do get that, especially my voice. I think it's my voice and my sense of humor.
Yes.
And maybe like my mannerisms. But I have, that's not the first time I've gotten that. But Like, not from a server in, like, a very high-end restaurant.
Yeah.
And at one point, so he's taking our drink order. He takes it on his,
phone.
He first takes it on, like, a notepad. And then he comes back and he's like, yeah, I put the orders in on my phone. And I'm like, no, you don't, because you literally just wrote down our drink order, and none of the other servers are doing that.
Yeah.
So, like... What?
He had to be new.
And then he walked away. No, he definitely wasn't, because he was, like, really comfy there. Oh, and then he walked away, and he's, like, playing some music and talking to, like, this, that, like, going to, like, the Grand that night, which we ended up at the Grand that night.
Yeah.
Love the Grand.
Yeah, it was fun. But Kayla did not like it. Kayla does not feel comfy yet around that many people, which
I'm
is
not
very,
ready
very
yet. I'm
fun.
not ready.
Really? To be
Just
out in
for
public?
COVID.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain things, like...
It was, like, packed.
Yeah, I went to my cousin's wedding the other day, and it was fine, but, like, we were in, like, the part where all the people were, and people were touching my shoulders. I was like, get away from me.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I saw 2 artists this weekend. They're both, like, house DJs.
Yeah.
But one was in the Sinclair in Cambridge, and then the other one was Big Night Live.
Yeah.
I saw Maddie on there.
It was so packed.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get squashed.
I'm seeing Lauren Sanderson, who's one of my favorite pop artists, at Paradise on Sunday. And then I'm seeing Kelsey Carter in Cambridge, but I'm not sure where she's playing. She's
There's so many artists.
Yeah,
I'm
so excited. I'm so excited to just see live music.
I really want to get comfortable with it again, but the thought of being around that many people that I don't know makes me want to crawl out of my skin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, tell me the pandemic traumatized you without telling me.
You would hate it. I went to a water park at one point, and that was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
I can't.
And I got sick a week later. I didn't get COVID. I did get tested, but I was definitely down with something.
Oh yeah.
That water.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was rough. We play some like this or that. I feel like we're like kind of like it's been a long one.
Yeah, so what we like to do at the end of every episode is
play
we wind down. We just play a little game, this or that. So do you like this or do you like that?
Yes.
You can get with this or you can get with that. Okay, anyway. Do you like giving or receiving gifts?
Oh man, this is hard because I like both, but I can't pick both.
Yeah.
I would say I love giving gifts because Christmas is around the corner and I'm like trying to be very creative with my gifts right now. Yeah. So like I hope my sister doesn't watch this, but like I feel like she has everything in the world. She has like she lives in New York, in Williamsburg. She has her fancy clothes, fancy job, fancy everything. So I'm like, what do I give someone who can literally give everything to themselves? Right.
Yeah. That's my aunt.
Yeah, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just get her a bunch of experience things in New York, and I'm like, I'm gonna just buy tickets to places that she hasn't been to.
Smart. Yeah.
Because it's New York. You're never gonna run out of things to do, but like you can have everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just like, I'm excited for that. And then like my boyfriend, like I'm giving him like these boxers with my face on it.
Yes. I love that. That's amazing.
Yes, I love that. That is so fun.
I'm excited. I feel like it's fun. It's something funny, and you know, like not to take life too serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never
so
take
funny.
life. Never. Kayla, what about you?
See, you know, like I do love giving gifts, but
and you're very good at it.
But give me all the gifts.
Yes.
If anyone's like, "Oh, I'll get you a gift," I'm like, "Yes, please get me a gift."
Yes.
Like I love getting.
Is that your
gifts.
love language?
Yes, I love getting gifts, and that if you're listening to this and you want to give me a gift,
yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it. I love gifts, but I'll probably give you a gift back too. It's gonna be great. So
and it'll be a good one.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not the best gift giver, and I wish I was. Like I am, like if I'm like, especially if I'm like dating someone, like I'm like a very good like little gift giver. Like I will just like randomly buy you flowers probably like once a week, or like if I see something that made me think of you, or like if you prefer the red Sour Patch Kids, I will pick out the red Sour Patch Kids and I will eat the other ones and give you the red ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like little things like
But
that.
you're a good gift giver. You are. You gotta give yourself more credit.
But I do like getting gifts.
Like even like the little package you gave me on my birthday with like the sweatpants and the bag. I wear those sweatpants a little too much, and I use that bag every fucking day. Every fucking day.
I knew that bag would be good for you.
Yeah. So give yourself more credit.
I do.
Kid.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Would you rather host people or visit people for a holiday?
So again, oh my god, I'm gonna say host because I am hosting this year, but it's my first time hosting, and like my sister literally called me last night and she's like, so like what time do you want everyone to arrive, and like what do you want us to wear, and like what food is being provided? And I was like, hold up girl, like I thought I was just providing the space, and like you and mom and my other sister can figure out
like
all the other details.
Uvita or at your house?
No, my house.
Oh, yeah, you have a nice space back there in Uvita.
No, like just my house, because me and my boyfriend got a new apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I'm hosting, but I thought that's it. Like I thought I'm already providing the space, so that should be enough. And like you guys organize the food, and she's like, no, you're hosting, so you need to make sure the food is good, the food is warm, there's enough plates, there's enough utensils. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl,
you gotta do it all, girl.
no, I'm like, girl, I'm too busy for that. Like I thought just hosting, which to me was just allowing people to use the apartment, was enough on my end, and that's it. Like for Thanksgiving wise, not Christmas. But I'm like, yeah, girl, like I'm really busy right now. Like you're making me get more anxiety than I already have. She's like, okay, never mind. Like,
take care of it.
Fine, I will order the food and I'll figure it out, and I'll figure it out with mom. I'm like, yes, thank you. Sorry,
Perfect.
you hate me, but like we'll have fun. And I'm literally losing my head running to stores. Like, please don't add more on my list than I need.
I'll have a couple bottles of wine.
Yeah, and I'm like, the space is nice.
Yeah.
I paid a lady to come and help me clean. Yeah. It's just like so much. My boyfriend's in Texas for an entire week, so he's not going to be there. So I'm like, I really need the space clean, and I don't want to do it by myself. Yeah. So.
Yay. Thank you so much for coming. Yay. Is there anything that you want to plug or say or what?
Well, I'm so happy that you guys invited me on. Yeah. I was really looking forward to being like more laid back, since usually like all my podcasts are like very professional, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be put in a box. Like I'm still a normal person. I want to just live my best life.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, finally something different.
Yeah,
so I'm really happy.
We're glad we could give that to you.
Yeah, we're just comfy.
Yes, exactly. I was like, finally, and I was looking forward to this, and yeah, I hope all the listeners love it. Of course, I want like anyone that's listening to this to visit the stores. We're in the North End, and we're in East Boston. And then our third location is coming soon.
I think I know where it is.
No, really?
Because I saw you made an Instagram for it. I was creeping.
Oh, no. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. Uvita, New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. I am manifesting that, but there's nothing.
Oh, so you just have the hands.
That's a smart way to manifest.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because I was creeping the other day, and I saw
a lot
that,
of people tell me that.
And I was like,
people tell me that. Yeah.
Maybe that's how you gotta manifest, because maybe someone's gonna see that and be like, I want you here.
Yeah, girl. I am a huge believer in the universe and in manifestation. Yeah. Like, I literally say, because where I am is half because of the universe and like the energy that I put into it, and then like all the hard work and hours of labor that I put into work. So it's a mix of both, and it makes like the magic formula for me. So yeah, Uvita, New York City. I've had so many people like message me like, "What the heck? You're opening in New York? Like you literally just started." And I'm like, "No, guys, like I'm not." But I'm manifesting it, and like, you know, I encourage everyone to do that. Like, why not? And I've also had people who are people who don't know me, and they're like, do you own Uvita? Like, or is this a chain that you like are just bringing into Boston? And I'm like, no, I own all of it.
Your
like,
baby.
What makes you think that though? And they're like, because I saw this page called Uvita in New York, and so I thought you're just like the Boston manager. And I was like, are you talking about Uvita NYC? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, I made that. It has like 0 followers, and I just made that to like
just in
manifest
case.
it.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. Well, it's gonna be in New York City.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time.
I know. I'm like trying to learn what it's like to have like a store out of state.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be a big step for me, because I'm like used to everything being like 5 minutes driving distance from each other, and I can just like
with the whole
go to stores like that.
You would need to find people that you really trusted because you obviously couldn't be in New York all the time, so you'd have to get some good people under your wing to make sure you have
I need to go to the point where I could have like a New York manager.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like they have a full-time salary, and their job is literally just to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for 2022, I'm planning to open one more in Boston.
And this is so
I'm gonna get onto my New York.
Yeah, you just need the trifecta here. I feel like 3 is company. You know, the third one that's gonna like solidify. Okay, I got this, and then you'll have the credentials of having 3 stores in Boston. Like,
I'm so excited.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this.
I was gonna say no way. How do you know about the third one?
I thought it was in New York City.
But that one, that one.
That's just
definitely coming in someday.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. What are your socials? Where can people follow you?
So all our socials are at Uvita Shop on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Definitely follow us on TikTok. Yes. And the website as well is uvitashop.com. And again, we're like open for in-person shopping or curbside pickup, or, you know, you can order online and we'll deliver it to your door.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yay.
I love that. We'll also be putting all those links. We'll put the @ in the show notes.
Yes.
I'm like pointing as if anyone can see me. We'll put the @ in the show notes, so in case you want to find it there. Yeah. But yeah, you can find us on social media at 20WhatPod. On Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, not Facebook. You can follow me at Valley Eats Veggies or One Bro.
You can follow me at Kayla Nicole You can follow me at Kayla Nicole X16 across all socials.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you for coming on the show, and we will
see you next Tuesday. Bye!